What's going on, movie friends? Welcome back to the kitchen table. This is Bad or Bad Bite Size, and today, Mockingjay, Part 2. And to give us a director, Hootie, what do you got?
All right, the director is Francis Lawrence.
Lawrence. Just like the titular character, Jennifer Lawrence.
Sure, no relation, I'm sure. Stop, dude, stop. You're trying to be like Kevin Hart right now? No, I don't want to. Never mind.
What the hell does I got to do with anything?
Because we're just watching the trailer. Anyway,
You
so here we
just
go.
watching the trailer.
I know. So here we go. So he has done a lot of looks like video stuff. Britney Spears, Green Day, Will Smith, Jennifer Lawrence,
Getting jiggy with
Jennifer Lopez. So movie Constantine.
Yay.
I Am Legend.
Yay.
Then the other movie, Water for Elephants. Never watched it. Never will watch it.
That one.
Chick flick.
Oh. Nah. Well, nah.
No.
Depends.
He did an episode of Touch, which...
No. It's not the Kiefer Sutherland I care about.
Where's the bomb? And then another movie that you might have heard of, Hunger Games Catching Fire.
I haven't heard of that one.
It's an underground movie. Understand if you haven't seen it. Not too bad.
That sounds all right.
And then Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1.
Part 1.
And now Part...
Dose.
That's what he's known for.
All right. And for the cast, Jared.
All right, so it's a pretty long cast. There's a lot of people in it.
Then just run right.
So we're going to try to go fast here.
Spitfire.
We got J-Law, plays Katniss Everdeen. Josh Hutcherson. I always screw that up. I don't know why. I always want to say it with an N. Plays Peeta.
Yeah.
Liam Hemsworth plays Gale.
Say it.
Baby Thor.
Thank you.
Baby Thor.
Baby Thor.
Woody Harrelson plays Hey Mitch.
Hey, Mitch.
Donald Sutherland plays President Snow.
You bastard.
Philip Seymour Hoffman plays the Plutarch.
Plutarch.
Julianne Moore plays President Almacoin. Willow Shields plays Primrose. Sam Claflin plays Finnick. Elizabeth Banks plays Effie.
Effie.
Marshala Ali plays Boggs.
Yep.
Jeffrey Wright plays BT.
Beatty.
Man.
Beatty.
I know. And Stanley Tucci plays Caesar.
And I think we can stop at the Tucci.
No, come on.
Yeah,
There's
we're
one
stopping
more.
at Tucci.
Who else do you want?
Yeah.
What's his name? Why? I forgot her name.
Yeah, I know. She's not listed.
Joanna Moore.
Oh, Gina Malone?
Gina Malone.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Gina Malone.
That's her.
And there's too many of them to talk
Yeah,
about right now.
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
One sentence.
We had. Okay, I was doing a different structure last time.
It was only you and me.
That's true. One sentence synopsis. I don't think I even thought about
I didn't.
one.
Jared's usually good for this. Have you think of one?
What do you have for us?
I had one. Now I forgot it.
I got one now.
I got one.
Go ahead.
Go.
The president is going to die. Real or not real?
Mine was based off something about
Okay, what was
PETA stuff.
What were you gonna do?
It's the same thing as him. Is Snow dead? Real or not real?
Oh, see,
Damn it.
I was gonna say there's something. There's perfection in white. It doesn't really match, but you're going with the snow thing, and I like that line when you said it. But anyway.
Okay. So, synopsis, so let's break it down real quick. So, from the beginning, this is a new thing, because I want to inform our audience, actually, of the actual premise.
Right.
So, for coming off from the last movie, Mockingjay Part 1, we find out that PETA is actually kind of messed up, you know? And through this whole movie, it kind of shows through that. So, now the point of this whole movie is getting from their base camp and getting into Snow's base camp, which is basically Pan Am, and assassinating him, which is pretty much what Katniss wants to do this whole movie. And that's pretty much the whole story.
It. Yep.
And getting into that, let's get into the good points. Bing. Good point for me. I don't have one yet. Go ahead, Udi.
Okay, my good point, and I did say it in the podcast, was PETA.
PETA Malari.
The character finally came out. It only took 4 films, and Pia started off as this whiny little dude who was fairly insignificant to a character that was really flushed out and good. Like, good. The performance was great. So to me, my bright point or my good point is PETA.
They actually gave him some kind of.
They gave him something and the depth and everything, and then him having to play like being a dude that literally doesn't know if he's crazy or what he's real, and he played all that.
That was
really well.
That was damn good.
Good stuff.
Especially coming from the previous movies where he kind of felt like a waste of space.
Waste of space. Like, why does she even like him, dude? He sucks. Like I said, like I was saying, I was kind of Team Gale for a long time until this one.
Yeah. All right. What do you got, Jared?
Good things. I'm gonna go with just the story. I don't know. I like the story. I probably should read the books.
You probably should read.
I probably should because I like the story. I mean, this is like an overall theme throughout all 4 films, not just this one.
Okay, not just the story in the last.
Yes, I'm talking about the overall story,
okay,
how it's told, and just the underlying tones. And
I guess since we are talking about the very last movie, we can't talk about the whole franchise in general.
I guess you could, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, but you got to kind of have to watch the first 3 to watch the 4th one.
Oh yeah, if
you don't
walked into
absolutely
this,
have to, but you would be like, "What is where?" And what?
Oh, you have to, because if you walked into this, it literally picks up right where the part 1 ends. So it's like if you don't know, you're like, "Well, how did that with the throat? What?"
Yeah, no. My good point. Basically, I love the challenges, the traps that were set up in the Capitol.
Games.
Yeah, there's this oil slick that was just magnificent.
Yeah. Which you see in the trailer, so it's not anything spoilery, but it's kind
of. When you find out what they're running away from, that's magnificent.
There's some stuff in there. Yeah.
And let's get to the bad points. The womps, the burr. So
you have some.
I have a lot of bad points, but I'm gonna stick to one.
Okay.
Pacing was horrendous. This movie basically jumped you at jumpstart you at parts, and put you to sleep through most of the other parts, and it just did not flow well at all to me. It's just a jumbled up mess of story, and I mean the problem with the story because of this whole jumbled mess is that because it is 2 parts of a film based on 1 book, you're gonna have this expanded or filler material within this movie that created those jumps and those lulls, and that just did not work for me. What about you?
Mine kind of harkens and speaks to that. The end 25 minutes, there's only 2 things that I can really say. One, without giving spoilers away, is I feel a little bit cheated and on the end. And then it was too long. We could have stopped it. And funny, I've said that about another movie. I don't remember which one.
Martian was a little too long, too.
Yeah, it was just like, Martian. You could have ended it there. It would have been much better. But then they decided they have to, for whatever reason, tack on this extra amount that I was like, don't need it. So that last ending bit, which is kind of annoying because it's a climax to 4 movies, to me, as much as I enjoyed it, left me a little And then that last section was like, you could have cut all that out, and then you would have shrunk the movie down because it did feel a bit long.
So that's for you, there was something that was cut out at the end that just kind of cheated you out.
Yeah, it didn't hit with the same thing, and then they added stuff in there that I didn't need to see. It just was in there for I think the wrong reason.
So the resolution didn't really
come as it finished off and explained everything, but I think at that point it's like it didn't do a good job of doing it. That's all.
Gotcha. Jared?
Without going into spoilers.
I just think this movie in particular, the 4th one, just dragged on a little bit.
We all have like the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of drag. That's about it. But that goes with your guys with the filler and then the ending.
I think we're all unanimous on that aspect. It's just way too much material or material that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think, and we touch it on the full length podcast. I think I go into the.
We go into that for a pretty long time.
Yeah, for a long time. It has something to do, I think, with the passing of Philip Seymour Hoffman and a few other things. But yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So let's roundtable this whole thing. Meh or do it?
I'm going to say if you've watched any of these films and you've watched, especially if you've watched the first 3, you definitely need to go see it. The movie itself has problems. As a whole, it's still a decent movie and worth a watch. I'd still go see it.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't hear. Okay, there we go.
So do it. And I was like, wait, I didn't say it. Do it.
All right,
J-Rad.
I think I say do it. Even though it dragged on a little bit, it's still a good movie. I really, really enjoyed it.
Gotcha. I'm gonna have to say do it, mainly because I still was. I like those parts that I was talking about. Those challenges in the Capitol were amazing and magnificent to me.
It was different.
It was pretty good. I liked it. Yeah, I
other than
enjoyed
the lulls in the story and the epiphany of PETA having an actual character, it still makes for a good round trip. It's just maybe you could fall asleep at certain points and then wake up and still feel like you watched a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, other than that, it's a book ending that kind of needed to be a little more concise, if I had to say it.
A little more substance.
Yeah, and wrapped it up nicely, but not succinctly, if I could say
Well
that.
Well put.
So next time on the list, we actually have a special for you guys. There's going to be a Star Wars special with this guy over here, and the other co-host, Chad, will be talking about Star Wars stuff, nerding out about it, and all about what to expect from The Force Awakens by J.J. Abrams. And I think other than that, it's just going to be Star Wars for the next actual podcast.
I just have to say this. We're here. We're finally here. I'm very excited. If you can't tell, we.
So as always, I've been Leon. That's Udi. This is Jared. We'll see you guys next time.
See it.